Hi, welcome back to Simply Saffron by Pooja Seal, and today's recipe is bakery style strawberry chocolate chip muffins. These are the most perfect tall muffins that you can make. It is so easy to make, so just follow me. Today we are going to start with the strawberry chocolate chip muffins, and this is a very easy muffin, and this you can make the night before and bake it in the next morning. If you don't have enough time, you can just rest the muffin batter for about like 40-45 minutes. That will work too. This will give you the more bakery style muffins, and which will give you a lift, like whole puffed up muffin. So to start with, we are going to have 2.5 cup of flour. This is 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour. To that we are going to add about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now this is 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which is a double acting baking powder. Now when you're using double acting baking powder, this will let you rest the batter for overnight. But if you don't have double acting baking powder, you can just bake it as soon as possible, like whenever you're done with the batter you can bake it. So we are adding this to the baking powder, to the flour, and to that we are adding half a teaspoon of baking soda and a pinch of salt and chocolate chip, just regular chocolate chips. This is about a cup of chocolate chip. We'll need extra for decoration later, so we'll just give it a mix. And then we're going to keep it aside. Now next we are going to take about half a cup of melted butter. Grab my spatula. So this is half a cup of melted butter, melted and cooled. And to that we are going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar, and then we'll mix it together. To that we're going to add 2 eggs, mix again. We'll mix it till it becomes light and fluffy, or till light in color. Now you can see it has become a lot of light in color. You can beat a little bit more. You can use a hand mixer too, but this is so easy recipe that you don't need anything. So here's done. Now to this we are going to add about this is sour cream. This is 1/4 cup of sour cream. You're going to add that. Then we're going to add a little bit of vanilla paste, about like 1 spoon, roughly about 1 spoon. You can use the normal vanilla extract too. To that we are going to add a cup of buttermilk. This is actually milk, 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of vinegar if you don't have a buttermilk. So that's what we are going to add. After this we are adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, any neutral vegetable oil, Now we are going to add the flour mixture. Once we add the flour mixture, we'll not mix that much, so we'll keep this, we'll use the spatula. You don't want to overmix. The more overmixing, with the more overmixing, the muffins don't rise that much, so you want to avoid overmixing. About that much only. You don't need to mix anymore. You can see it's all absorbed, the liquid is absorbed. Now in this we are going to add 1 cup of strawberry. Now if you want, you can add a little bit of cornstarch to the strawberry. Like if I add the strawberry here, we're gonna add about like 1 teaspoonful of 1 to 2 teaspoonful of cornstarch. Mix it. And then you're gonna add the strawberries to the muffin batter. Gently fold it in. So at this point you can keep this aside for 45 minutes, cover it and keep this aside for 45 minutes on the countertop in regular room temperature and let it rest. And then you will bake it at like 425 Fahrenheit for 5 minutes, and then the rest like 13 to 15 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. But since I'm going to rest the batter for overnight, so I'm going to cover it and put it in the fridge for overnight, and then I will bake it in the morning, and I'll show you how to do that. It's the next morning and we have taken out the rested overnight muffin batter, and I have prepared some of the liners here, as you can see. Now these are just parchment paper, and I'm just left one to show you. So these are you can use the normal muffin liners too, but this gives you usually a higher like muffin. So just take a square parchment paper and take just a glass and wrap it around it, just like this. It's as simple as that. I don't make any cuts or anything. This is much easier. And then just place it in the muffin tin and it's done. Now before we start anything, we are going to turn on our oven at 425 Fahrenheit. So let's put the muffin batter. You can straight away bring it out of the fridge and use it. I'm using just an ice cream scoop. Just like that. I hope you can see it properly. Okay. Now once you're done dividing the batter, you're going to take some chocolate chips and put it on top like this. Similar way, we are going to take some small diced up strawberries and place it on top of the muffins to make it look much prettier. These are like little jewels. Once we have done with decorating, see how pretty it looks already. This goes in the oven at 425 Fahrenheit for 5 minutes, and then we'll reduce the oven temperature to 375 degree and bake for around like 13 to 15 minutes till it's done. So let's take it to the oven. So here it is, right from the oven. You can see how beautiful they look. So we'll let it cool for about 5-10 minutes, then I'll show you how it looks from inside. So the muffins have cooled. I've taken it off the pan and put it on a rack for cooling rack for last 14-15 minutes, and it's all cooled. And you can see how perfect they look, like the bakery style. So let me take it out and show you how it looks from inside. You can see how soft and fluffy they are, like, and you can see the tender crumbs, right? This is because this has been resting, the muffin batter has been resting for overnight. So you know, like if you want to have a bakery style high muffins, the first trick is you rest the batter for at least 45 minutes. And if you want to rest it more, just put it in the refrigerator the last night and bake it in the morning, and you get a beautiful fluffy bakery style muffin. And the second trick is, I would recommend using a parchment paper, because the cupcake liners are very, they are not very high. So if you use a parchment paper, that will let the batter to rise more and it will not get burned. So there you go, the easy chocolate chip strawberry muffin. I'm sure that you're going to make this scrumptious tall bakery style muffins for your friends and family or for yourself. Please subscribe, like and comment on my YouTube channel Simply Saffron by Pooja Seal. And thanks for watching, and keep on watching. Bye.